Hello, I'm Sue Brasendale, Health and Social Care Network Coordinator for Voscur. I'm going to report on the Provider Forum meeting on the 6th of December 2013. Our advocate who attends these meetings is Jackie Boyce, but unfortunately she has had to resign from her work as an advocate on our behalf due to workloads at Rethink. So we'd like to thank Jackie because she's been excellent and she will be keeping in touch with us to support the sector. So I'll just run through some of the main items from the meeting that struck me as interest to the sector. On the agenda we had an update from Leon Goddard about home care commissioning. Voscur's got a news item about home care commissioning, so I won't say too much about it. But we did have an update from that meeting from a subgroup of home care providers who commented that they did feel that throughout the consultation there had been some really good dialogue with providers, and they thought that was really worth mentioning and thanking Bristol City Council for their efforts on that, because things have been a bit frosty nationally between home care providers and local authorities, and that's certainly not the situation in Bristol. But please do see our news item because we do have some concerns about that commissioning process, so have a look at that. On the agenda we also heard from a health nutrition expert, because there's been a national report about the increased incidence in malnutrition in older people. This comes about from several reasons and is often to do with the preparation of soft food. There's been a large event for residential care providers about this, and there will be some information available to the wider sector, and this will be of relevance to home care providers and all those people who are involved in preparing food for older people. It is an important issue that's gone unnoticed, and the local authority are keen that people are aware of the potential of malnutrition in older people. So we will be posting up some news items and links to that important resource. At the meeting, Barbara Jank, who is the Cabinet member with the brief for health and social care, attended the network meeting. She wanted to get to know providers and what the issues were, and just find out about the whole raft of network meetings that go on and are run by Bristol City Council. Her attendance was good. She was engaging and interested in a wide variety of issues. From her attendance, two things really came out of that. One was that public health staff at Bristol City Council didn't attend the Provider Forum meeting, and she felt that was a gap, as did everybody at the forum. So public health will be coming along to those meetings because they're now part of Bristol City Council, and it's important that they get involved with health and social care and the work of providers. Barbara did comment on the home care commissioning. She likes the zone model for home care, which we at Voscur don't have any comment or issue on. We did raise with her some of our concerns about the commissioning process, and particularly how it impacts on small organisations, which she noted but didn't really make much of a comment on, which is to be expected at a meeting of that nature. Other things that struck me as being of interest to the sector is there's been a large piece of work done on the LGBT agenda about caring for people in residential settings, about ensuring that staff are trained and aware and sensitive to the specific needs of that client group, particularly with some of the historic issues that there have been about people hiding their sexuality, and the long history of people feeling they couldn't disclose that, and how that might impact on them in older age. The toolkit has been used and rolled out extensively in residential settings, which is great. It's also going to be available because we think it has use to community settings, at day centres, and anyone working with older people. As the population gets older and we're all much more with issues, it's important that we can look back and make sure this one gets an airing. Finally, of interest to the sector, last year Bristol City Council did a whistle-blowing policy about safeguarding, and they do want to encourage people to feel safe and secure to come forward with concerns. There's more work going on around that, and they're trying to get voluntary sector organisations and commercial providers to sign up to the whistle-blowing policy so that staff can feel protected and safe coming forward. There was lots on the meeting. There is a link below this to the agenda and the full minutes of the meeting are public documents, so you can have a look at that, because there was 11 or more very large items and we can't possibly cover them all. So thank you very much, and that's all from me.